Green light. Good morning, everybody. My name is Gary. I'm a mess. Just looking at it, looks like I spent exactly 12 seconds working on my hair today. DenverGuitarOrchestra.com. That's the website that I'm going to go post our link to this broadcast on right this moment. And at DenverGuitarOrchestra.com, you will learn how to play fingerstyle guitar from the ground up. We have basically a 4-book pattern. You start in book 1, and then obviously book 2, book 3, book 4. Book 1 teaches you the concepts and how to read the music. Book 2 teaches you how to change chords back and forth. And book 3 puts you into slightly more relatable, old school music that works out great on guitar. And then book 4 is whatever we happen to be playing at any given time. That's what's in book 4. And so let me make sure our link is working properly and update, and then we'll get started. So let's see. Slide, scroll down, clink, and it takes us to kick your fan. Today's guitar lesson number 250. Isn't that something? We started this a long time ago, well, almost a year ago now, and 250 videos later, we're still knocking them out. It's a little crazy to think about. It's been that long already. Let me hit update one more time. The page looked weird. Let me see if I can get that a little cleaner. Nope, it's not going to cooperate either way. Well, you'll get here. Okay, so there's that. Today the plan is to open up with a couple of different scales, and then we're going to play 3 Blind Mice as the exit strategy for book 1. London Bridges, Mary Had a Little Lamb, Pay Me My Money Down, and Simple Gifts. We may not play all of those, but we'll play a few of them. And then Andante in G, Brahms Lullabye, Colorado Trail, and Daisy Bell are our level 3 songs that we will be playing some of. And then I think that's what I need to tell you about. That's what's going on. As soon as somebody wanders in the room and says, lets me know that the sound is good, we'll get started. DenverGuitarOrchestra.com. Hit return. Hit .com, and then paste. Nope. That's not what I want to paste there. Let's go to Nya. Come over here. I don't think all this will fit on there. Copy, and I don't think it'll all let me tweet all of that. Paste. 167 over, so that's too much. Get rid of that. Let's just get rid of all of those guys. Get rid of that, and that. Alright, that's good enough. And let me put a photo on there. And we are ready to rock. Should be able to tweet that. Tweet. Alright. That opens up correctly. Everything's great. Okay, so we're ready to go. Grab your Segovia Patterns to get us started today. And we've only been doing measure 1. We've been doing it now for a week, or possibly 2. A week, I think. I hope. I don't know how long we've been doing it. And we're going to keep doing it until it's no longer challenging to Gary. Let's see. Okay. Good morning, everybody. Vic is in. Sound is good. Sunning up in Eugene, Oregon. Nancy is in. Sound is good. Sounding great, Nancy. Good morning to you. Glad you're here. Evelyn is here. Sound is good. It's 68 degrees and sunny in Cuenca. So Cuenca's been having a lot of rain lately, and so it's nice to hear you got a little bit of sun today, Evelyn. Paulinian from Northern California. Sound and lighting is good. Sunny but cool. 49 degrees. Thanks for a fun class last night. Oh yeah, last night, by the way, we played a whole bunch of Beatles music and challenging music. I think for one of them, Penny Lane, oddly super challenging. One of the happier tunes in there. Was the hardest of all of them, but we played some really beautiful songs last night, and we'll be adding. I've got it fully typed in. When I'm 64, something, and Strawberry Fields are fully typed in. I just have to play through them a few times this weekend, make sure that the tablature is good, and I'll be posting those. And so I'll be sending you guys an email later on this weekend, letting you know what's what, and you will be in contact with me if you need some of that stuff. And then what else we got going on? Next week we're going to dive into those exercises that I was going to use them as warm-ups this week, and I just kept running out of time, so that's not going to work. So we'll just fill those in with our regular stuff next week, and it should be great. Elizabeth came in, cloudy, high 30s. Good morning. Good morning to you, Elizabeth. Elizabeth and I, and Nancy, I forget, you're local, right? Okay, I forget where you live, Nancy. Gosh darn it. We're getting a foot of snow this weekend here in Denver, and we're all battening down the hatches, so I should have plenty of time to work on guitar this weekend. All right, let's make sure we're in tune, and then let's play that Segovia pattern. We must be running the heater more because guitar dropped out of tune. Must be warm here in the house. And yeah. All right, I'm busy fussing around. I'm hoping when you get texts on Friday, it's usually a panic. No, it's just kidding. Okay, that's nothing. All right. Am I centered in the video correctly? Close enough, right? That'll work. Segovia Patterns. Second position, middle finger on the 3. Just pick any fingers you want to use over here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Go. Second time, not so good the first time. Not good, period. Not good generally, but what it is. Let's go grab our other scales, the 5 scales page, and let's go look at those. I forget what I called it exactly. I called it double octave guitar scales with tab, or without tab. Some of you guys are using it without tab. Today we were going to do scale number 3, the D major. Okay, and just remember on this one you change positions twice. Let's see, Lakewood. Yeah, I thought Nancy. I thought it was local. Apologize, Nancy. I'm trying to remember where everybody's from. Sometimes I get forgetful. Elizabeth, we're getting between 1 to 3 inches and 10 to 14 inches. Yeah, we're either getting 1 to 3 or 10 to 14. If we don't get at least a foot, then we're all. I'm going to rise up. Arlo's in. Good morning, Arlo. Projected up to 4 to 5 feet in the foothills. Yeah, we've got up by Estes Park. They're talking 5 feet. So, and then Elizabeth is out. Yeah, I don't believe any of it. I've gotten too jaded on weather forecasting at this point. Let's play the D major scale. Start on your D string. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm like, what in the world happened there, Gary? So my eye tracked naturally down to the A major, and now I started playing all the wrong notes. Let's do the D major one more time. 1, 2, 3, 4. Fun part of that one, of course, is changing positions up to 5th position and then 9th position. That makes that one kind of entertaining to work on. All right, so next week will be our A major week. So if you are using scales to warm up with, stick with that Segovia pattern. That's the one that's important to me. And the key of the A major one is, I think all of these on this 5 scale page are pretty helpful in terms of just thinking about where the notes are on your fretboard. More in the open position, which is what we use in fingerstyle. All right, let's go grab 3 Blind Mice. It is our final day in book 1, and so what we will be doing, let's go all the way, let's go out to here, is next week starting book 1 over. And so we start with Brother John next week again. And so if you know anybody who's thinking about starting guitar, next Monday would be the day to jump in on that. And then what you're thinking about for yourself is, hey, if I played through book 1, do I feel confident playing the tunes for each of these songs? Do I feel confident that I know my A chord, my D chord, my E chord, and my G chord? And before we'll finish up here, right after this, I do want to talk about a couple of other pages that I have here to for those of you who either haven't picked up a book 1, and you can always send me an email, I'll send you book 1, about how these chords fit together. Okay, so let's play 3 Blind Mice first. I'm going to play chords first, which means you should probably play melody, and then I'm going to play melody, which means you should probably play the chords, and then we'll play the tough acts one time. 1, 2, 3, 4. 0, 2, 0, 0, 2, 0, 3, 1, 1, 0, 3, 1, 1, 0, 3, 3, 3, 2, 0, 2, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 2, 0, 2, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 2, 0, 2, 3, 3, 3, 3, 1, 0, 2, 0. You switch to chords. 3, 4. Strum. 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 finally, if you're in book one, I don't really, if you're here locally, I don't teach, I show you what Tough Axe is, but I don't really expect you to be able to play it yet. But for those of you who've been around a little bit and you're ready to play it, let's give it a try. Tough Axe, Three Blind Mice. 1, 2, ready, play. Not fun. A little bit of chords, a little bit of melody, a lot of melody, a little bit of chords, and the whole thing just comes jumping out of your guitar. Sounds really nice. Now, if you have book one, the actual book itself, on page 18, I list all the 4 chords that you probably want to have memorized going into book 2. So book your A major, your D major, your E major, and your G major. Okay, so all 4 of those chords, you're going to play all 4 of those chords every single day of your guitar life. And so you probably want to make sure you have those committed to memory. On the next page, at page 19 of book 1, and again, if you don't have a book 1, just send me an email and I'll get it to you, is the composer blank. And on the composer blank, I set it up with 3 songs. Song number 1, song number 2, and then a blank song that you're supposed to write your own song. So let me show you what song number 1 does. Song number 1 tells you A chord, followed by D chord, followed by E chord, back to A chord, makes a lovely song. Here is a song that I wrote in the key of A, and it sounds pretty darn good. Okay, so that's it. But the takeaway from that is A, you put it on your thumb, A, B, C, D, and E. A, D, and E, aid. You make lemonade with that, right? A, D, and E. Those 3 chords go together. As long as you start with A and end with A, you can do any combination within that you want. A, D, A, D, A, D, 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 A. Okay. You could even end up with hit the D. You could goof around with putting them in different order. Same thing with song 2. It's exactly the same, except you're starting on D. E, F, G, and A go together with it. Okay, so D, G, A, D, D, and then you turn into a cowboy, right? D and G and A and D. That's how cowboys make music, is they just start with the D chord and include lots of G's and A's, and you get a cowboy song. And then song 3, you pick one of those sets, either the A, D, and E, or the D, G, and A, and then you're supposed to actually write a song for yourself down there. So that's what's going on page 19. And then if you have the book, I think I put this in the 2nd edition. I'm pretty sure I did. I also dropped in All Through the Night, which is a level 3 song for us, but it uses the same chords as book 1, and it's a stretch piece for you if you happen to be in book 1 and you're wanting a little stretch, a little bit of a challenge. That's sitting in there. And finally, at the very back of book 1, there's a practice log. It's not good. I have never been very good about keeping a practice log. However, I know a lot of students who are very religious about their practice logs, and it really does help you in the sense of when you go back and look at a practice log that you did 6 months ago, you're like, man, I've come a long way. And so it kind of helps document your progress a little bit. It also shows when you skip a week of practicing and all that sort of stuff. It's not meant to be a way to get you in trouble or make you feel bad, but a way to help you remember, hey, during the month of March 2020, started practicing a whole lot more because I had a lot more time sitting at the house, sort of thing, right? And so the practice logs, like I said, I have never been particularly good with them, but you can use those to your advantage. So that's the end of book 1. Next week we'll start right back over at the beginning of it. So if you're newer, it gives you a chance to review that information. If you've been around forever, it gives you a chance to figure out why Gary's so in love with Row, Row, Row Your Boat. And then also just remember to let people know in your social networks that they can come learn how to play guitar for free online. and it's kind of fun. Book 2. Let's go grab our songs for the day. That's the end of me talking. Let's do London Bridges. I like that song. Okay. London Bridge. From the top. I'm going to play the melody the first time, the chords the second time, tough axe the third time. 1, 2, 3, 4. Ready, go. 0, 2, 0, 3, 2, 3, 0. 0, 2, 3, 2, 3, 0. 0, 2, 0, 3, 2, 3, 0. 0, 0, 2, 2, page 2. 3, 5, 3, 1, 0, 1, 3. 3, 0, 1, 0, 1, 3, 3, 5, 3, 1, 0, 1, 3, 3, 3, 0, 1. And then a fancy ending, right? Okay. Finally, tough axe. Take your time. Those of you guys who are ready, if tough axe is still too much, which is very normal, you play the melody when I play the tough axe, and we make a nice duet. 1, 2, 3, 4. Lovely, right? So let's go grab Mary Had a Little Lamb, or Merrily We Roll Along. I'm going to change the name to Merrily We Roll Along because Jim Gaffigan made so much fun of Mary Had a Little Lamb. Let's go grab that one. Same exact concept. We have a key change in the middle, and this one goes from D chord, the key of D to the key of A. But very similar idea. Let's play it the same way. I'll play the melody first, you play the chords, then you play the melody, and I'll play the chords, and then we'll play the tough axe. 1, 2, ready, go. Merrily we roll along, roll along, roll along. Merrily we roll along o'er the deep blue sea. 2, 3, 4. Merrily we roll along, roll along, roll along. Merrily we roll along o'er the deep blue sea. Change the part. 2. Oh, I went way too far back. Sorry, I hit the wrong button. I apologize. From the top. 1, 2, ready, play. 2, oh, 3, oh, 2, 2, 2. Oh, oh, oh. 2, 5, 5. 2, oh, 3, oh, 2, 2, 2. Oh, oh, 2, oh, 3. Oh, 2, oh, 2, 2, 2. Oh, oh, oh. 2, oh, oh. 2, oh, 2, oh, 2, 2, 2. Oh, oh, 2, oh. Changed the chord too soon, made it sound terrible at the end. That's my thing. All right, and then finally the tough acts. Those of you guys in book 2, this would be a place where you're starting to adventure out and be chord melody players from the top. Not near as fast. One time through. 1, 2, 3, 4. Beautiful. All right. And then finally, our last song out of book 2 this week was Pay Me My Money Down. Oh, no, we did Simple Gifts. Let's do Simple Gifts, just because I don't want to run out of time for book 4 stuff. Let's go play Simple Gifts. We'll skip Pay Me My Money Down. It's not the song I wish it was. How about that? Let's go play Simple Gifts. And one time, no. Let's do it 3 times through like we've been doing. I'll play the melody first, you play the chords, and then I'll play the chords and you play the melody, and then we'll play the tough acts the 3rd time through. And remember, when you get to the end on both melody and on tough acts, you're supposed to try to do your harmonic. Okay? That's your goal. Let's see how it goes. All right. From the top, Simple Gifts. 1, 2, 3. To give, to be simple, 'tis a gift. To be free, 'tis a gift. To come down to where we ought to be, and when we find ourselves in a place that is right, it will be in forgot. Let's go do the chord. I'll do the chord, you do the melody. 1, 2, 3. 2, 2, 2, 2, oh, 2, 2, 2, 2. I blew it. Let me. I went too fast. 1, 2, 3. 2, 2, 2, 2, oh, 2, 2, 2, 3, oh, oh, 3, 2, oh, 2, oh, 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 2, oh, 2, oh, 1, 2, 2, 2, 1, 2, oh, oh, 2, oh, 2, 3, oh, oh, 2, oh, 2, oh, 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 2, 2, oh, oh, 2, 2, oh, 2, oh, 2, oh, 2, 3, 2, oh, 2, oh, 2, 2, 2, 3, oh, 3, 2, oh, 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 2, 2, oh, 2, oh, 2, oh, 2, 3, oh, oh, 3, 2, oh, 2, oh, 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 2, 2, oh, 2, 2, oh, 2. Let's do that one more time. I did a terrible job for you guys. From the top, one, same pattern. 1, 2, 3. 2, 2, 2, 2, oh, 2, 2, 2, 3, oh, oh, 3, 2, oh, 2, oh, 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 2, 2, oh, 2, 1, 2, 2, 1, 2, oh, 2, oh, 2, 3, oh, oh, 3, 2, oh, 2, oh, 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 2, 2, oh, oh, 2, oh, 2, oh, 2, oh, 2, 3, 2, oh, 2, oh, 2, 2, 2, 3, oh, 3, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, oh, 2, oh, 2, 3, oh, oh, 3, 2, oh, 2, oh, 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 oh. Third fret. There it is. Yeah, so kind of messed it up a little bit there. Kind of messed it up a lot there, but you got the idea. All right, so that's a nice song. I like that tune. Oh, and now we got to play the Tough Axe. See if I can do that better. From the top. 1, 2, 3. Getting that in timing will be hard. Probably don't even worry about getting it in timing. Just make that a solid piece on its own beat number 5. There we go. All right. So there's our level 2 stuff. That's enough of those for today. And then let's go into book 3. Let's grab Andante and see how we let's see if we can make our lives either miserable or wonderful with Andante in G. It was originally a book 4 song. It's pretty challenging. And again, let's just play. This one will play as written, 2 times on page 1 and 2 times on page 2. Looking at this, going, I've only made 1 fingering change, and I have a scribble that I don't know what it stands for. All right, let's give it a try. One, 2, 3, 4. That doesn't seem right. I'm pushing down the 3. I got my G chord on going, why doesn't this sound right? Something sounds off. Let's try it from the top. 1, 2, 3, 4. Nice tune. It's really, really solid. 8 measures, and the whole time you're holding your breath. So yeah, I like that tune a lot. We've had it for 2 weeks. I think I'll go ahead and put it in the can for now. But especially those of you guys that are thinking classical guitar or enjoying classical guitar or whatever, this is one of those industry standard ones where probably you really do want to know how to play it pretty well. And I have some work to do to get it where I play it well, but I certainly get the big idea across, right? Let's go grab Brahms' Lullabye. C-O-U-N-T-I-N. All right. The only thing on this song that I have marked that you might want to change at the very end, measure 17, you hit the end, dreams be so sweet, and then I've added a bar with pinky on 5. Right? High drama at the end. All right, let's play. You guys play the melody the first time. I'll play the chords. Then we'll switch, and then we will play Tough Acts a couple times through afterwards. I'm going to play the chords. You play whatever makes you happy. 1, 2. It's a 2-beat count in. 1, 2. Lullabye. Oh, God, Gary. Bach. 1, 2. Lullabye and good night with roses be dyed, with lilies be spread, his babies we bed. Lay you down now and rest, may your slumbers be blessed. Lay you down now and rest, may your slumbers be blessed. To the top. Sorry, from the top. Hopefully that sounded good at your house. And then finally, Tough Acts 2 times through. 1, 2. That should put the baby to sleep. That's pretty close. That's pretty nice little tune, right? A little bit of classical music, a lot of classical music, 2 in a row. Let's go try Colorado Trail. How are we doing on time? We will probably not get to Daisy Bell. I'll wrap that into next week's list. And let's do Colorado. Let's do Colorado Trail. Let's do justice to this one. We got 5 minutes to make this song really rock. All right, I'm going to play the melody the first time, and you guys play the chords. The cool part about this one is that A minor to C switch, and so if you can get that 1, 2, 1, 2, and really remember, you're on A minor, and it's just that one finger change. It sounds really cool in this song. I'll play the melody the first time through, you play the chords, and then we'll switch. 1, 2, 3, 4. Eyes like the morning star, cheeks like a rose, strum, strum, strum. Laura was a pretty girl, everybody knows. 2, 3, 4. Weep all ye little rains, wail winds, wail. 2, 3, 4. All along the Colorado Trail. Get ready to switch and go. Eyes like the morning star, cheeks like a rose. Laura was my pretty girl, everybody knows. Weep all ye little rains, wail winds, wail. All along the Colorado Trail. So sad. Makes you want to cry. All right, and now finally for our wrap up today, this is our last thing we're going to do, and I'm realizing I'm looking at the wrong sheet of music. Let me go grab the updated version. There it is. All right, from the the arpeggio pattern is what we're after here. We're going to go real slow and see if I can get the melody to stand out from the accompaniment. So don't be in a hurry here. This is challenging. Grab your chord, and then that will help out a ton. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Hold my breath the entire time there, and even still when I get to that 8 with the 5s, for some reason it just eats my lunch every time. There's nothing there, right? It's just a plain old bar 5, pinky on A, but I still choose me up. I got all these notes right around that one measure. So, all right, guys, how about that for a day? I'll roll Daisy Bell over again into next week, so we can have another shot at that one. And then I will also next week. You already have the sheet music for all of them except lesson 61. So the daily warm-ups will become one of our major activities next week. So the Segovia Pattern, Exercise 13, Moorish Dance, Prelude number 9, Totorio, I think is what it's supposed to say, and then Lesson 61. Those will all be posted, and that will be our work for next week. My goal is by the end of the week that I am playing them well enough to put them onto video. And so that's going to be the plan for next week. Also, I blew it, and I set up I set up a dental appointment forever ago, 6 months ago, something, and it's coming up Monday. So we won't have class on Monday. I will send you a message that I just realized that this morning. I'm like, oh shoot, I forgot to move my dental appointment to the afternoon. And at this point, I feel like it's too late to change. So on Monday we won't have class, some of the classes later in the day may meet, but it will for sure run into the guitar lesson Monday. So you have a 3-day weekend. You already have the sheet music I want you to study. Daisy Bell's going to wrap over. Book 1's going to start again. So you guys pretty much know what's going on, and hopefully that'll keep you out of trouble this weekend. Those of us in Colorado will be out of trouble. We'll be sitting in our houses, so you don't have to worry about us. And there we go. Evelyn, good to see ya. Nancy, stay warm in this. Oh yeah, you too, Nancy. Great songs today. Yeah, they're really beautiful tunes today. I hope those were fun to play. And I hope a couple of them. I hope that some of these things give you a challenge, right? So that you're always trying to grow and expand and get a little better, or work at a problem that you have avoided in the past. But that's my thing. Is every time I'm like, I don't want to play that. I don't know how to play that, and I tend to avoid it. And I'm going to go play something I do know how to play. So that's what's nice about showing up here and just continually rolling through stuff that you don't escape anything. So, all right, guys. I'm going to pull the plug. Have a wonderful weekend. Be safe. Think about doing something kind for somebody. Practice, and obviously show up here. Keep showing up here. If you keep showing up here, you're going to become a fine guitar player. If you are logged into Gmail or YouTube, if you'll give me a thumbs up, that would be helpful. And that's all I know. Send me an email if you have questions or comments or whatever. I'm happy to look at those. I read all of them. I don't necessarily always get a chance to respond to all of them, but I definitely read them. So thanks, guys. And as Elizabeth says, stay warm. Unless you're where it's hot in that place, call the air conditioner guy. All right, thanks, guys.